Now, is it not strange how the universe can work and in our favor? Yeah, it is. So, I've been doing this new thing, which I told you guys about after I did the trauma healing, and I did this little tiny dive into some other stuff that I'd read about. And anyway, and I've been working on that. And this is day 8. And because I'm feeling so fabulous, I wanted to go and do something I've been meaning to do for a while. I've been wanting to go and look back at some of my very first low carb videos and see how they align with how I do my vegan low carb now. And it just so happened that I couldn't hit on a better one for today because I just went to the oldest videos and randomly picked one. It happened to be week 4 of the beginning of my journey. And it just so happens that in it, I was talking about several different things that I either couldn't do anymore or didn't fit into the lifestyle I was trying to build at the time or weren't working in a weight loss type way for me. And they were all things that I've pretty much struggled with throughout the dieting 55 years of dieting because they're like conditioned habits. Okay, so we all have these conditioned habits in the back of our brain, right? And I my new term for them is habitual rituals because they're habitual in that we don't even think about them, we just do them out of habit. And they're rituals because we all build rituals around food. Every society does it. Every ethnic group does it. We all have rituals built around food, celebratory ways that we do it, holiday ways that we do it. There's all of these rituals that go with it. And eating just having meals every day. Do you eat breakfast? Do you not eat breakfast? Do you eat dinner? Do you not eat dinner? Are you an early eater? Are you a late eater? There's rituals around all of our food ideals, all of our food habits. Okay, so I've been working really hard for today's day 8 for the past 8 days on breaking some habits that I've built up around food rituals for the last 55 years that have not served me. And I've got to tell you that I'm doing well. Things are moving right along. Things are going good. But just today, I was getting ready to go take a bubble bath, and I was thinking about these things that I do when it comes to food. And I was thinking, I'm ready to snap that. I want to do this instead. I see a better way to do this. Wow, how come I didn't think of that before? That's how I'm going to do that. And as I'm going, and then I'm in the tub and I'm doing some tapping because I've been doing some tapping for emotional and just I don't know, just because it makes me feel good. So I've been doing my tapping, and I was just like, oh my god, this is day 8, and I feel so empowered and so strong and just so crazy good. And it was so cool that if you want to know what I'm talking about, it's week 4. It's in my older videos. It's week 4 of the low carb journey. And there's 2 or 3 things that are mentioned in there, like stop messing around with the damn desserts. Oh my God. I got into this terrible habit of making desserts, and they started out, they were just small little desserts, and they got bigger and more elaborate. And pretty soon I'm making peanut butter caramel sauces and low carb chocolate sauces. And every dessert had to have everything. It had to have every element. It had to have sweet and salty and crunchy and smooth and cold and not cold and maybe some hot fudgy sauce. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. And even in week 4, which was 4 years ago, I was like, oh yeah, you can't be making the desserts. I don't know how that knowledge slipped away from me so rapidly and fully, but it did. And I'm like, yeah, I already knew not to be doing this. What the hell? But it actually took me just here recently of going to a website and checking out the calorie count on a double portion, a double, not a single, a double portion of this low carb dessert that I had created. And even though a double portion was only about 6 carbs, carbs were nothing in this thing. I had 0 carb this and 0 carb that and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But the fat content and the calories were ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm ashamed. That's all I can say is I'm shocked and ashamed. Needless to say, yeah, that one's going by the wayside. But yeah, so there were things that were in this video, and I was like, my mouth just kind of dropped open. I'm like, holy shit, what the hell? Why didn't I pay attention to this video? You know, I'm thinking that I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning. I don't know why. I just want to. I guess because it's been 4 years. I want to see what the hell I was talking about back then. But I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning and watch my own damn videos because I feel like that there was some really good stuff in there that I forgot. You know, so there was that. There was one other thing that I can't even remember now. But yeah, I was just like, holy crap. When you know something and you know it, you need to not forget it. But It is really good. I think that it's good that I fell back into this trap, because when this learning, this knowledge came along, it was perfect timing for me to be able to give it a good go, a good shot at this. And if there's a chance that I can break 55 years of a food addiction and just snap that puppy within the next 6 to 8, 9 weeks or whatever, yeah, I'm going for it. I'm definitely going for it, because I'm ready for these addictions and for this these food noises. I'm ready for them to be gone forever. And although they've been gone at times while doing this, I mentioned this today in our group video, especially when I was doing the massive greens in the beginning, when I was doing 8 to 12 and 14 that one day servings of greens a day. Sure, I was losing massive weight. I was eating a couple hundred calories a day, and I didn't have no room for nothing else. And it is true that massive greens does suppress the appetite. Absolutely, it's scientifically proven. There's thylakoids in there. There's so many different things that work to suppress the appetite, but it wasn't sustainable in the long run for several reasons. My gut wouldn't sustain it; just not going to happen. Financially, it's ridiculous. If you watch some of the videos, we were getting a lot of free produce back then, which made it easier for us. And it's not always as accessible to some people. So there was lots of reasons why eating 8 to 12 servings of greens a day is not sustainable in the long run. It's just not. So we had to find other things. But the thing is in the end, I don't want it to be anything I have to take, I have to eat, a pill I have to take. I don't want it to be anything. I just want to mentally not be addicted to food anymore. That's all any of us want, right? So yeah, that's what I'm working on, is to being not addicted mentally to food. And I just wanted to share with you, you know what, that sometimes looking at the older videos can teach you something. Just in case you're interested, go check out week 4. It helped me. Bye.